Hey folks, pardon my wearing my same shirt here. Laundry day. So yeah, I got the laundry going, or the wife does. And I'm still in the truck. Had to do some work on the truck. The woman had a cooler leak this morning. So yeah, I'm out here going to take a little nap while she gets some laundry done. And I'll be leaving out here probably around 5 o'clock or so Mountain Time. Uh, Vivian and I think it was no, maybe it was Issa and Bobby. Here, I got those. You guys asked questions about the hours of service and our pay. The 11-hour rule driving is not too much. It's actually not bad. What really hurts us is the 14-hour rule. Um, the thing with that is, once you start your day, like you wake up, you start your pre-trip, you start that clock. You can't stop that clock. It goes on until you take another 10-hour break. So you have to do all your work, all your driving, all your loading, unloading, your pre-trips, your fueling, everything you got going on. Today stopping to get repairs or whatever. All that's got to be done in that 14 hours. And if you don't get it done, then at that 14 hours, you can't drive no more. So if you didn't get very far down the road, you're in a mess. You have to do a 10-hour break before you can go again. And it used to not be that way. We used to have the old rules. We had 10-hour drive time, an 8-hour break, and a 15-hour rule. The 15-hour rule, we were able to pause that clock, which gave us a whole lot more flexibility. Now that we can't do that with the 14-hour rule, now everybody's racing the clock, and that causes problems. Not being able to stop the clock. You got people out here racing the clock, trying to get somewhere before they run out of time. Any kind of delay just makes it worse. And it gets dangerous, is what it really does. It's actually made things worse as far as safety. And that's something we're trying to get changed. And the FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, they're finally starting to listen to us. Because for years they've been making the rules, and none of them ever been in a truck. And they make the rules for the trucks, and they have no clue. But just finally starting to listen to us drivers and starting to get things straightened out. There's some changes on the books that they may be making within the next few years that will hopefully alleviate a lot of the safety concerns. As far as the 30-minute break thing goes, that thing is not that big a deal really. The only problem with it is you got a lot of drivers who will take their 30-minute break on a fuel island and blocking the fuel, and people need to get fuel, and they're just sitting there in the way. That makes a lot of people mad. I don't know why they do that. It's just crazy. The thing is the e-logs. A lot of the e-logs are set up so if you move the truck at all, they put you on drive time. So they stop on a fuel island, start their break. If they move, then it ends their break, and yeah, they're dumb enough to. They're stupid, is what they are. you pull in to get your fuel, and you pull out and park somewhere out of the way, then start your break. You got an 8-hour window to do that break anytime. Why they choose to do it on the fuel island is beyond me, and it really makes me mad. Especially when I come in, I need to get fuel and keep going, and I gotta wait for some fool to get out of the way. And a lot of times you'll have several of them parked out there just blocking everybody. It's crazy. So yeah, that's our biggest concern as far as pay goes. There's no one real solution. The independents, they own the company, they own the truck. They got to get paid by the load. They try to, they work with brokers and try to work out better rates. Right now, especially with winter coming, rates are real low, and a lot of people are struggling. This year, especially, it's been a rough year. Last year we had a bumper year. I mean, everybody was doing pretty good. This year, You know, a lot of the big companies, they hired more people, bought more equipment, and you know, we had more trucks than we had loads. Well, that's the way we are now. Last year we had more loads than we did trucks, so freight rates were good. Everybody was moving. This year, there's a lot of people sitting. There's, last I heard on the news was 2,500 companies had gone under. Most of those were, you know, smaller companies. Uh, but yeah, it's been a rough year this year. There's been more trucks than there are loads, and so there's a lot of people sitting around trying to find work. We're lucky we have dedicated runs, so it keeps us moving. But even then, we're having some rough times, you know, with repairs and stuff on the trucks. The trucks are getting old, and yeah. But you know, as a company driver, getting paid by the mile, you know, it works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. Everybody does things different. That's the thing in this industry. You can't really make a rule or a thing that fits everybody, because everybody does something different. You know, you got the oil field guys where they just run back and forth in the oil field, and you know, they might only run 100-mile radius from home. They can probably get away with working. There's a whole other set of rules for local guys. They can probably run under those local rules, but sometimes they can't. Then the local delivery drivers, you know, they run under a 16-hour rule, where they have to do everything they can do in 16 hours, which is usually more than enough they need. But yeah, you know, they got 16 hours to get everything done, and they can't go more than 100 miles, air miles, from their home base. That's local work. I've done a little bit of that. I didn't like it. I don't like driving the same city all day long in traffic. It just drives me nuts. So yeah, it's hard to get things right for everybody. You know, I've been thinking about it, and you know, what if you put everybody on salary? Well, that doesn't work for independents, you know, because they own the company. They're pretty much stuck where they're at, as getting paid by the load, which means they have to work with brokers. They have to, you know, if you own your own truck, you own the business. You've got to make a name for yourself. You got to be dependable, on time every time. You know, no messed up loads or anything. So you make your name with your broker, and you can get better rates. Or you can keep, that's what we did. They actually tried to lower our rates on our T-load, but you know, the boss was like, you know, we can't do it any cheaper than that. And they decided to keep us. They could have gone somewhere cheaper, but they decided to keep us because we're dependable. You know, we're there on time every time. We never have an issue. So, you know, they keep us. And that's what you got to do in this business, is you got to make that name for yourself, be dependable. A lot of the bigger companies aren't. You know, you would think they were. They got, you know, 2,000 trucks on the road. You'd think they'd have everything covered. But they got a lot of rookie drivers who don't know how to drive. And a lot of wrecks, a lot of problems. But anyway, yeah. So, that's a skinny on all that. I'm going to get off here and take me a little nap. While my wife does the laundry. I'm going to leave out of here by 5. So I'll probably talk to you guys tonight. Yeah, have a good day.